Day 276. Eat the frog before 10 a.m. Eat the frog before 10 a.m. Some mornings you know exactly what needs to be done first and you still do it. You still do not want to touch it. That is usually the thing that matters the most. I always want to procrastinate it. I've come to believe that if you do the hard thing early, especially the thing I resist, the rest of the day changes. It gets lighter, cleaner, more honest. The thing that you least want to do. The old idea about eating a live frog has stayed with me because it gets right to the point. Do the thing you most dislike first, get it over with. But more than that, prove to yourself that your day will not be led by avoidance. For me, the frog is usually not some dramatic crisis. It is often a simple commitment that I would rather postpone. Run, do my push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, the kind of things that are fully within my control, which is probably why they are so revealing. There's nowhere to hide in a task like that. No committee, no delay, no excuse that sounds impressive. That is what makes the hard thing so valuable. It is not just hard because it takes effort. It is hard because it exposes the truth. Either I'm willing to do what I said matters or I am not. This is why the hard thing should come first. Once it is done, the day belongs to you again. Morning matters. I found that the morning gives me the clearest shot at doing what matters, not because mornings are magical, but because later in the day the noise starts. Work, travel, fatigue, messages, distractions. Quick reward traps that ask nothing from me and give me just enough pleasure to justify doing nothing important. As a result, if I leave my most important commitment for later, I am not really scheduling it, I'm gambling with it, and that is a bad trade. The day has a way of filling up with other people's priorities. It also fills up with my own rationalizations. I will do it after this. I will get to it tonight. Even as I am recording this, I still have yet to do my push-up routine, and I'm pushing it off later and later and later. I will be more ready later, I tell myself. Most of the time, later does not make me more ready. It makes me more divided. This emphasizes something simple but important. If a thing really matters, it should probably happen before 10 a.m., before the drift begins, before the small compromises stack up, before the day hijacks my attention and spends it somewhere else. There's also a hidden benefit here. When the hardest task is done early, I carry that win with me. The rest of the day is still the rest of the day. Problems do not disappear, work is still work, but something inside is settled. I already kept the promise, I already faced the resistance. That creates momentum, real momentum. One hard thing repeated. What starts as one task in the morning can become a whole way of living. I do not mean a dramatic reinvention. I mean the quieter discipline of putting first things first, big things first, the one thing first, then repeating that process often enough that it becomes part of who you are, not just something I try when I feel motivated. That is where daily commitment becomes powerful, not flashy effort, not occasional intensity, daily routine. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The point is not to build a perfect day. The point is to stop surrendering the most meaningful part of the day to avoidance. When I do that, even in small ways, I feel the difference. I feel more aligned, more grounded, more able to move into the rest of the day with clarity instead of a constant feeling of guilt. So much of personal progress comes back to this. Do not negotiate with a task that would move your life forward. Do it first. Let your actions speak before your moods do. So before the day gets its turn, you do. Tomorrow morning, there will probably be a moment when you look at the thing you do not want to do and feel the urge to delay it. That is your moment. That is the whole battle right there in plain sight. Eat the frog first. Finish it before 10 a.m. Then notice what happens. Notice how the day feels when the hardest and most important thing is no longer hanging over you. Notice the quiet sense of accomplishment that follows you into everything else. Tonight, name the one task you have been resisting. In the morning, do that before anything else.